and Johnny to come up and tell us about the rule changes for next year, and then we'll go from there.
Appreciate it, Jamie. Thank you. I don't know if Jamie knows it or not, but I had my daughter check before I come up, and we had 300 plus different drivers at Penton Speedway this year, and one week was a that shows he's doing something right. So hope I will get full 500 this year. So we added that total, and Danny would be glad to know that, because every week he wanted to know how many cars we got. So he would have loved to know that. So that being said, we got a few rule changes for next year. Hopefully it's for the better. Some of it's a safety thing, and some of it's just stay in unison with Sonora and Phoenix City, and trying to include need one Talladega in the program too, so everybody can go different places and come run with us on Friday night, or Talladega, Phoenix City, or Sonora on Saturday night, wherever you choose to go. You won't have to change anything. So with Hal and Johnny, we all three work together and try to keep all the rules in sync with all places, so you don't have to change anything other than a tire or something to race it at different racetracks. So we appreciate everybody coming to support all tracks. I guess starting with the hot shots, you have to run racing wheels on the right sides this year. And that'll be at Sonora, Phoenix City, and Penton. So most of you already have them, but you have to have a real racing wheel, and it's for a safety purpose. As far as the wheel breaking and turning over, we had 2 of them at each one of the tracks that I thought it killed them when it turned over. So we just need to get racing wheels on them things on the right side. You can put them all the way around, but you have to have them on the right side. What else in that class? The box is not clear. There was questionable a couple races. You can have the box or not. You run any kind of breather, whether it's in that box or not. So just remember that. And that was a big discrepancy at one race. But I think that's about it for that class. Everything is going to stay the same. It's a great class. We have a good car count at, I think, both racetracks, Snow and Penton. So we appreciate y'all. Real competitive. I guess the bombers and hobbies, the carburetor's been changed, or you can run what you have, but you can run any 650 as long as the go and no-go gauge don't fall in it. So any 650, double pumper, anything, any booster, whatever you got, you cannot run a injection style carburetor or a Super Bowl carburetor in that class, them 2 classes. But that carburetor rule's been opened up to run all 3 places. Also, the blocks. You can buy a Summit block now with a part number. You got the part number?
The Summit block is made by Blueprint. That it's does not have splay caps. It's just a standard replacement style block. You can get with me or Johnny. We can give you the part number. I don't have it off the top of my head at the moment, but we'll certainly look it up. It's just opening it up, give you an opportunity not to have to go roaming through junkyards trying to find a good block, which is getting more difficult to do. Other deal there is you can run an aftermarket cylinder head as long as it's a straight plug. It's basically a copy of the Vortec 906 or 062 head. Cannot be a slant plug head, that type of thing. That's got 194 with a 1.5, so that's been changed. And you still, in Bomber, you still have to run stock rocker corners. You cannot run roller tips or a roller rocker. Want to add anything to that, Johnny?
I'll just tell everybody we appreciate y'all coming, appreciate y'all running with us last year, hope to see y'all with you this year. The other thing we failed to mention there, in Bomber, you can run any hydraulic flat tappet cam now, but you still got to have stamped steel rockers, no rollers of any kind. No roll lifters, no roll rockers of any kind. We took the lift room off. Let's see, we covered the wheels in hot shot, got the block. Yes, in hobby, you can run any steel or aluminum wheel up to 14 inches wide, no weight penalty this year. Your base weight with an open motor and any wheel is 2750 now instead of 2800. Give you 50 pounds to work with. Took that off. The block rule, the reason we opened it, the 010 block that everybody likes to run, hadn't been made in 30 years. They're getting few and far between, so we're trying to help guys out. Costs you a little bit up front, but if you don't have one to start with, you really hadn't spent that much more. We didn't change anything in 602, 604, or the limited, when we run limiteds. And then on the tires. Okay, you can run the LM3s, not 2s, 1350s, we can still use them. No 1350s? Okay.
They're gone, they've been made 4 years.
All right, no 1350s at any of the tracks, Phoenix City, Penton, or Sonora. That it? Or the crate 21s. There you go, appreciate you coming.
We're gonna have to run just Hoosiers or Hoosiers and American racing. Hoosiers only.
Except for, mini stock, if they do, and when they race, they can run those.
That it?
Thank you.
Thank y'all, I appreciate it. Walk that way. Mr. Tim Cooper, if you'll come up here and tell us about some of the stuff that's going on next year. If y'all don't know Tim, this is Sammy's son that helps us prepare the track. And I'm just going to pass it to him now, and he's going to tell us about some of the upcoming events for next year.
Thank you, Jamie. A lot of you know from Sonora Raceway, I've been the announcer over there for 3 years now, and thank Jamie for letting me come over this year, last year now, to help out. I want to give a shout out John and Hunter over here, the other announcers. Stand up, but they know who's up in the booth when I come over also. There's the other two announcers here, John and Hunter. It's always fun working with those two. You never know what's going to happen with those two over there, let me tell you. And really enjoyed it. So, back in April, the first time I walked into Penton Racetrack for many years, I was trying to think, the last time I came to Penton was years and years and years ago when Clint Smith was racing Southern All-Stars, driving the Turkey Creek Snacks car. My brother helped Clint, staying on top of his truck, but everybody was parking in the infield. But when I walked in there last April and saw the stuff they had done to this track, that billboard, what do y'all think about that billboard that flashes all night long? Give it up for that. I mean, that's a lot of tracks, I've been to many, don't have that. And definitely a big shout out to the tower they redone. Awesome, awesome. We up there where we're sitting, we can look right down and see how close you are coming off turn 4. Great. The best thing about it, there's a bathroom and I don't have to go down the steps or up the steps. So appreciate that, Jamie. Let me tell you, last year was a great year, but it's not just an announcer track, but as a race fan this year, they're really going to have some awesome stuff going on. If you have it, I don't know, Jamie, you know when your schedule is going to be coming out?
We should have it out by next Friday. We hope to have it out this week with Danny's situation, everything going on. We're not able to, all of us get together and sit down and finish that, so it should be out by this Friday.
And before I forget it, Saturday nights, it takes a bunch of people to make it happen. I know there's some of the track workers, employees here. Stand up. If you work at the track and the employees stand up, give it up for these guys. It takes all of them every Saturday night to make it happen. So thank y'all also. But this year, I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to this year. And this year, the sprint car is going to be coming on 8th to Penton. The new Southern Thunder Super Late Model Dirt Series will be coming on June the 13th. And then the Topless Outlaw Dirt Racing Series will be coming June the 20th on Friday night. And then Saturday night, y'all come over to Snowy Raceway, back-to-back races. So I'm looking forward to that, seeing everybody Friday night at Penton and then coming to Snowy on Saturday. And this one here, Crate Racing USA, I didn't know it today, but they started a 602 Late Model Sportsman Series with Crate Racing USA. August the 15th, the 602s and 604 crates will be at Penton, and then come to Saturday night, the Snowy Raceway also. So another back-to-back race at Snowy and Penton. This next one here, the Southern All-Stars, I'm really looking forward to April the 11th, because if you heard them talk about my father's health hasn't been good. He's 81 years old, and up until 8 weeks ago was riding a tractor, didn't want to retire, and his health got so bad. But Dwayne Keith, the announcer for Southern All-Stars, gave me a call 3 weeks ago and wanted me to let him know to help pep him up. The August 11th Southern All-Stars race at Penton will be called the Sammy Cooper Classic. Right now it's 5,000 to win, but we are working with some people my father works with or worked for over the years, and we are going to make it somehow be 10,000 to win for Southern All-Stars. So I'm looking forward to that. And to end it, I know Danny's not here. Well, he's here, I'm sure. But give it up for this guy, what he's doing for this racetrack. I live 20 minutes from Snowy, an hour and 20 minutes from here. Thank God I got 2 racetracks I can come to. Thank you, Jamie.
Why are you standing here, Tim? Stay right here.
Mr. Sammy Cooper, his daddy, I've known him for about, I guess, 6 years or 7 years now, pretty good. And he offered when I bought Jay, he said, Jamie, if you ever need me to help you, just let me know, son, I'll ride over there and help you do whatever. So I called him one day, Jeff Carter, cheeseburger sitting out there, who helps me a bunch with my regular business and the racetrack. He said, I'll come down there, me and Daryl will, and we'll do whatever you want to grading wise. And I knew they were fantastic graders. When they was working on Jenna's house at Plants, I saw Daryl over there, and it was amazing what he could do on a tractor. Anyhow, Mr. Sammy, I've been fooling with dirt 33 or 4 years, since I was about 12. And I thought I knew something about making a road good or a racetrack good. Well, he's forgot more than I'll know if I live to be 82. And he's taught me more about putting water into the dirt, more about making that surface right, how to get the holes out of it, and how to make it a good place. When you show up, we want you to race 3 wide. We were 2 wide this year. He said, we need to put some more banking in it, Jamie. Gotta put some more dirt up there. So we found some clay over there on the top of the hill that's about 7 points better when you test it than the clay that's currently on it. So it shouldn't run your tires as bad. Because I know at the Sweet Home, when we got in these long lap races, we had tires chunking it. So this year, hopefully the clay is going to be better, the track surface will be better, it'll be a little bit more banking. It'll allow us, when we get those crumbs thrown up for them top cars, to come by and pick them up and keep riding. So this award that we have for Mr. Sammy Cooper says, thank you, Mr. Sammy Cooper, for 60 years of dedicated service to the racing community. And he raced for years before he started helping race. And for all your assistance in the preparation of Penton Raceway facility. Not only the track, but he's graded parking lots, roadways, helped me put in pipes. Him and Daryl's been instrumental in us getting to the point we want to be to reach our goals. So we appreciate that very much. If y'all give it up for Mr. Sammy Cooper.
Thank you, I forgot, Jamie. Jamie's gonna try and start back April. And you said a couple of hopefully a couple of practices before that. But I want to say right quick, there's a couple of people here that I want to say something about. Jeff Carter, my daddy loves you. Jeff's been keeping up with how he's been doing. Stratton Citarella, my daddy's been knowing Stratton since he was 15, out working on jobs over in Georgia. And another guy way in the back we've known since he was Oliver Gentry. My daddy thinks the world of Oliver Gentry and his family back there. So I hate he's not here, but this means a bunch.
All right, at this time we had 10 different classes run this year, which we kept points for. We had 11 counting Georgia, but there was no points kept for Georgia. But we're going to start with the 4-cylinder class. Let me get my papers on here. I apologize, y'all. I was not prepared for right now. Okay, in the 4-cylinder class, if y'all will come up as your name's called and pick this up. If you're picking up an award for somebody else, pick it up, please. At the end of the night, Travis's wife's right there taking it. At the end of the night, each driver that is a champion at Penton, we'd like you to come up. We have one more other gift, and I would like to do it as a group instead of one person getting it. So, 5th place in the in 4-cylinder front wheel drive, Mr. Robbie Liner. Mr. Robbie Liner. 4th place in that division, Mr. Jerome Barber. 3rd place, Mr. Justin Walden. 2nd place, Mr. Matthew Ingleton. I apologize, Matthew. And 1st place in the 4-cylinder this year, Mr. Hunter Myers. And I think Hunter's moving up this year to running bomber. Is that correct? That's right. So he's about to be riding something different. We're very thankful. Yeah, get his jacket right there.
Go hunt, hunt, go hunt, hunt.
All right, need to keep that prep off and tired, boy.
I know we really just like to thank the sponsors, Extreme Motorsports, everybody that had a hand in it. Stepped back here, Thomas Phillips, he broke his neck day in, day out, trying to make sure we was at every race.
That's my cousin.
All the buddies that are out there that took me in and, welcomed me in as a family. I appreciate all that. All the guys that are upward that came gave a hand when they needed to be. I appreciate y'all. I don't know who won the 27th bomber, but just know I'm on your ass this year.
All right, let's see. We're going to go to Crown Vic next. Okay, so in Crown Vic, looks like a test off here. In 5th place, Mr. Colby Thomas. Here, Matt Colby, anybody pick it up? Okay. In 4th place, Mr. Jason Lane Jr. In 3rd place, Mr. Jason Lane. In 2nd place, Mr. Tommy Price. And in 1st place, Mr. David Beasley. Come on up here, David, and say a few words, please.
Thank everybody for knowing a big positive. Thank you guys.
We appreciate it. All right, in the 6-cylinder class, we had Mr. Cody Graves in 5th. In 4th place, we got Mr. Joseph West. In 3rd place, Mr. Michael Hollingsworth. In second place, Mr. Tommy Price. No, I'm sorry. Josh Gainey, I apologize. And in first place, Mr. Jimmy Gainey.
Big head. Big head.
I'm grateful for my wife there and coming week in, week out, and we only had a few races this year, P6 class, but I'm hoping we have our full class this year. Go 73.
All right, in mod mini stock, I did that for about 25 years. I love this class. I wish we could build it up and get more there. But in fifth place, Mr. Dustin Humphrey. In fourth place, Mr. Brandon Knight. In third place, Mr. Barry Perry. Ask yourself about Mr. Perry. He went out of his way to sponsor us and help us, and we're going to continue to try to build this class and hopefully make it a weekly show if we get enough cars there. And second, Mr. David Griffith. David's run a bunch of nights at Hollis, and he's always had fast cars. Thank you, David. And first place, Mr. Hunter Walton.
It's been a difficult year. It's just me and my dad turning wrenches on the car. We ain't got no help. And it's been a blast with our racing family, Chris and Barry and my buddy Cruz for taking all the videos and pictures of the car. And it's just been an up and down hill. It's been a blast though. Thanks to Clint and Jamie for such an amazing track, and it's just been a blast.
Thank you, sir.
All right, in the bomber division, in fifth place, we have Mr. Logan Johnson. In fourth place, we have Mr. Charles Gower. In third place, we have Wyatt Matthews. I've never told this till tonight. Mr. Matthews was the first man to make a lap at Penton after I bought it. Me and Daddy bought it, and I said, "You're gonna be fine, son." He was out there, it was rough, dusty for me, Sammy got a hold of it. So he's doing a good job in that car, doing well. We appreciate you coming, Wyatt. Mr. Zach Hilton in second. Appreciate you, Zach, your family. Mr. Tyler Hamrick in first. We appreciate all the talking you've done for us, Tyler.
Thank y'all. You know, I drove 3 hours to Penton my first time. Really had no intentions on chasing points whatsoever. We looked up, put it on the cold. First time ever being a Penton Raceway. Qualified on the cold, led flag of the feature and won. And we got loaded up. I went up there to a concession stand and got one of them bologna sandwiches. Them bologna sandwiches, them things deserve an award for themselves. But I was getting my bologna sandwich. I turned around and looked, and there's these pictures on the wall of all these champions. The old pictures, like black and white, you know. I told Laura Lee, I'm like, hell, we won the points over there. I'm like, let's chase this thing. Came back, won some more races, and won this championship. It means the world to me. 3 hours is a long haul to do Saturday night racing, but I look at this championship check for a long time and be proud of it. So, thank y'all.
All right, in the hobby division, in fifth place, Mr. Bryson Ushery. In fourth place, Mr. Ben Steele. In third place, Mr. Josh Weathers. Josh Weathers here, okay. In second place, Mr. Lee Walls.
Woo, 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 woo.
And in first place, Mr. James Swain. James been a friend of mine since I was probably in my early 20s as a deputy, so I appreciate you
Go
coming, James.
cousin.
Here you go, sir.
I'd like to thank everybody that had a part of my racing career this year and the track for everything they done, and Jamie and Clint and Darren. So that's about all I got and all the sponsors, so thank y'all.
Cat says you got a door bar in your truck. A door bar in the truck for you. Not anybody to be beside you, but you got one. All right, in fifth place in open wheel modified, Mr. Austin Gonzalez.
How many more you got over there, too?
In fourth place, Mr. Zaid Clark. In third place, Mr. Josh Scott. In second place, Stratton, Cinderella. He got Briggs and Boy and Stratton. He said, my first man is the man how you remember it. It's Briggs is my boy, and I'm Stratton, like a lawnmower. So perfect. We appreciate what he's done.
I'm in second.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, in first place, open wheel modified. That's with Mr. Brett Gray here. Come on up here, Mr. Gray. I've enjoyed getting to know all of them. He's been a sight, and I've enjoyed getting to know Brett here. He carries on a bunch of stuff. We have a good time together.
You got it, cousin.
What up, Brett?
I want to thank God first and foremost, my wife for allowing me to run up down the road like we do, and all my buddies. It's been a blast this year. Made a lot of friendships. Won a lot of races. Almost had a perfect season, but of course, you messed me up on that. Appreciate you, buddy. But thank you, Jamie, and all the track staff. I appreciate all y'all done this year.
All right, in 602, fifth place, Mr. Jimmy Baxter Jr. In fourth place, Mr. Craig Boozer. In third place, Mr. Chad Duncan, and I think he's running the go-kart track over in Sonora, so we'll take that to him. In second, Miss Olivia Gentry. And she's number Lucia, so Oliver's gonna pick up for her. And then in first place, Mr. Trent Mathis, who's so we appreciate everything Mike does for us.
Go
Here you go, Trent.
Trenton,
Tell us
go
about it.
Trenton, go Trenton, go Trenton.
I'd just like to send my condolences to Mr. Danny. I'd like to thank you, Jamie, Clint, and your whole staff at Penton for the great year. And I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Sparks Racing, for the good-looking bodies, and BP by 99 Inc., J.R. Mosley, for all the help he's gave me this year, and Modern Images for the good-looking wraps. Thank you, everybody.
Go Trenton, go Trenton. Go
All right, in
Trenton.
604, in fifth place, Mr. James Morris, who is also at Volusia. In fourth place, Mr. Jay Traylor.
Woo, 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 woo. Go Jake,
Where
go
you at, Jake?
Jake.
Here you go. All right, and in third place, Mr. Brian Womack.
Woo, 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 woo.
In second place,
Go
Mr. Ryan
Jake,
Gray.
go cousin, go cousin.
Be back.
And in first place, who is also at Volusia, Mr. Peyton Stevenson.
Woo, 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 woo. Go Peyton.
All right, last class here, This is a class we're gonna try to run more this year. This is limited. In 5th place, Mr. Jake Traylor, who covered 3 classes. He covered some more, somebody get him up some cars. But in 5th place, Mr. Jake Traylor. In 4th place, Mr. Matthew Taylor. In 3rd place, Mr. Chad Wallace, who again is at the track. In 2nd place, Mr. Shane Gullis. I want to tell you a little story about me and Shane. I've known Shane since I was about 27 or 28, working at the sheriff's office. Met him there, dealing with some other stuff and nothing to do with that, anything wrong. But we've known one another for years, raced together, and thank a lot of Shane. I appreciate him coming every week and participating with us. And then in 1st place, Mr. Oliver Gentry, who's been instrumental in helping us. His whole family has supported racing as long as I can remember. I told Oliver this when we got to know one another better. I said I was sitting at BP in Whitesburg years ago when Whitesburg was running. I pulled in there with a mini stock car, and his daddy said, "Here, son, here's $50. Well, $50 25 years ago get you in the track buy your fuel for the night. So I appreciate your family, Oliver, and what you do for racing.
Well, we've been very fortunate to be able to race for a long time, and I appreciate my whole family, the good Lord, and the OMB family helps me a lot. With Olivia and myself trying to race, it gets a little difficult sometimes, as we all know, but we just really appreciate all the support from everybody that helps us do this, and we really appreciate the whole Penton family. I don't want to leave anyone out. I mean, it's unbelievable what y'all have done there, and we just are glad that you're doing what you're doing to provide us a place to race. And I hope more people will come support and appreciate what you're doing, and you're doing a great job. And we just need to keep doing what we're doing, and we hope Mr. Sammy gets better. Mr. Sammy was one of the first people that ever helped me when I started racing. But anyway, that's a long story there, a long time ago. So we're just thank each and every one of you for what you do, and keep supporting Penton and Sonoy and Phoenix City, every racetrack. I mean, anywhere you can go, they need our support and our help, and we'll just try to keep doing that. And thank all y'all.
Guys, everybody that was a points champion for this year, please come to the front right now. Okay, what I have here is we decided to do something different, something that I've not seen done in the dirt track world. May have been done before, may not have been. Each racer is going to receive a points champion ring at Penton Raceway every year. It's going to be our thing. It's more different than everywhere else. Now, the company that made these for me, where it said on the side it's supposed to say 2024 points champion, they put in text, which where we were texting back and forth. So I apologize. You will get a new ring in a couple weeks when they came in. This one you can display at the front. It says Penton Raceway. So if each one of you would come by and grab that, and I want you to know everybody here tonight. I appreciate every racer that's in this room. I'm a racer myself. I love racing. The first race I went to was with a friend of mine named Clay Curbo. He's dead now. But Jason Causey was who we went with, and we went to Hollis. And DJ's trying to do some things over at Hollis to make it better. And that's the first place I ever went in the racing community. So that was an experience. And long and short, all of these guys, nobody has an idea. Everybody in this room that races has an idea, but there would be no racetrack without the racers. You could have a race and say you're having a race, but if nobody shows up to race, you don't have a show. It takes about 65 cars to break even at Penton on Friday night. 65 will work on a regular show. If you pay an extra, it takes about 75. You got a special show. So y'all give these guys a round of applause for what they do. appreciate it very much. We're gonna, if everybody wants to have a seat, we'll do these drawings. We've got some pit passes, some,
I don't even know
we
what
got some
little
pit
ticket
passes, we got this fuel jug and some battery cables we're gonna give away.
There I go again.
So if you have your red tickets, now's the time.
I don't know what mine is.
First ticket will be for these battery cable, jumper cables here. It's 2101701. 2101701. Anybody have that ticket? 2101701. You got it done, Harmon? All right, come on up, buddy. There you go. All right, second one's gonna be for this fuel jug, guys. Second ticket will be 2101777. 2101777. All right. Somebody want it. 2101777. That's you? Okay, perfect. All right, free parking for the year. This is only for a racer. If anybody else wins it, we'll keep drawing and we'll give you something different. 2101754. 2101754. All right, Michael Nims has free parking for a year. Pick you a spot over there on the thing, Michael. All right. What you got next, son? All right, we got a pit pass here. How many we got? We got 17 pit passes. If your number's called, come up. We got 14. Anyhow, we got some pit passes here. 2101738. 2101738. Next will be 2101815. 2101815. 2101764. 2101764. 2101716. 2101716. 2101783. 2101783. 2101751. 2101751.
Let me see.
She gets in free already. Let's give another one away. 2101729. 2101729. Okay. Sorry about that, honey. Get you a beer or something, son. 2101698. 2101698. 2101755. 2101755. 2101726. All right. 2101772. 2101772. 2101845. 2101845. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Draw again, she said. 2101814. 2101814. How many you got left? Well, she don't need that either. That's Johnny's wife. Get you a beer, something, margarita, Johnny, taco, whatever you want. 2101774. There you go.
I'm finna claim me a tea.
2101753. There you go. All right. 2101779. 2101779. 2101818. 2101818. There you go.
210-1748.
He was on the road.
210-1748. 210-1748. 210-1834. 210-1834. 210-1719.
She said she know how to read. She don't need to.
All right. That takes care of all the giveaways. I'm sorry, there's one left. Here we go. One more time, guys. 210-1855. 210-1855. Oh, okay. That's Miss Rhonda. 210-1850. 210-1850. Anybody got that ticket?
I'm finna claim
What you
one.
got?
I'm just
Yeah, that's you.
finna claim one.
Perfect. Give it to somebody else. All right.
You give it to somebody.
210-1807. Thank you. Thank you, Shane. 210-1807. There you go, buddy. All right, I got one more award to give, and this is an award, and not only is because that he's my son that I'm giving this award, but he has heard me cuss him like a dog about come to fish fighting over our opinions of where things need to go. But I'm 46 years old, and when I started racing, he was about 11. He said, "Daddy, let's get another car." I'd had a wreck, killed a woman as a sheriff, and I couldn't race for about 6 years because there was a lawsuit going on. He's about 11 years old, and he said, "Hey, Dad, we're gonna race anymore?" Lawsuit got settled, sheriff sacked the race. I said, "Yeah, that sounds good." So we went to David Brackett's house, bought an old mini stock car, started going back to Whitesburg. He went every week with me. And then as it progressed, Danny became our sponsor, and we became, me and Danny were already friends. We continued to do mini stock stuff, and we had some wins through 3 or 4 years there. It was a lot of fun. Then I moved up to crate racing, and he's still helping me. Then me and Danny come to him one night and say, "Son, we're gonna buy a racetrack. You ready?" Like it's gonna be full time going on. He went to Georgia, could have went to law school. He said, I want to help you, Daddy. I'm gonna help you run that track. I'm gonna help you run your business." And he's way kinder than I am. Like when he meets you, or talks to you, or helps you, he goes out of his way. And I try to be kind to everybody. But one day when I croak out, Danny's passed, when I finally kick it out, it'll be Will running the racetrack. And I hope the way the racing community, what it's been for me has been a life experience that I wouldn't change. I'm first generation, started on asphalt snow in '97, and then raced dirt since that time up to the wreck and after. But I want to thank my son William for everything he does at the racetrack, for every time he's been mistreated and thoughtful. Every toilet that him and Haley's unstopped, like him and Haley unstopped the toilet down there, they said it was ungodly what went on. So, like, people don't see what happens, but I'll be on the radio, y'all see me standing in the pits, and it'll be somebody saying, "Hey, Jamie, women's restroom upstairs stopped up." Or, "Hey, Jamie, the grease trap's hung in the kitchen." And I don't say, "Hey, I'll be right there." I say, "Hold on just a minute, I'll get Will, he'll be right with you." And then he handles it or he gets somebody else. So, son, I appreciate everything you do for me. I love you. There you go.
When he bought this track, honestly, I did not want to do that. I did not want to commit my life to running a racetrack. But since we've been doing it, I've learned to love it, and I've enjoyed every minute of it, and I do appreciate each and every one of you. Me and Eric always joke because somebody always comes up bitching about something. And so I've always said we're going to put a sign up at the gate saying, "Is there anything else you want to say?" But I appreciate everybody, and thank you, Daddy, for that. We hope to see y'all next year.
Sums it up, guys. We're going to put this radio on. Anybody wants to dance, carry on, hang out as long as you want, drink all you want. We'll be here till about 9:30. We're going to start cleaning up about 9:30. I appreciate every one of you.
what you do for racing. Thank you.
That is it, folks. That is the banquet for Penton Raceway.
See you in a couple weeks.
Well done, Dad.
Going to the bathroom.
You know I get so. Oh, they